Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Black. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Single. Side.
Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards.
On the ready.
45, Mike, 45.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Be careful.
Now Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's what I do. 56.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Recon, 132 fighter. 156. I'm coming after you. I go. Hit it.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Pretty move. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 3. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Come on, dude. Got double tight. Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Jones throwing on first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Where from the team? Let me go. Mine's 59. Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Let's go, Nick. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Echo, echo. 54. Easy. Hey, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 5-0. It's just me and you play better.
First down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. Being chased out left. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. White 25. Check. 59. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Easy. You tighten up. Green, triple C. That's it.
On second down now, it's Barber. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score
Let's go.
14, Buccaneers 7.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Let's go.
Barber on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike is 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Shift. Work that up. Safety creep. Work that up.
On second down, Barber. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Check 43.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. Check. 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
The first down throw for Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. On 2nd and a couple, Jones.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Come on. Wide. Get wide. Check your hot read. Let's go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go back to the ground. This time Barber. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready. Blue lady. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2 for 1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Buccaneers 17.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Green, triple team. We got double up, double up. 22, check, cover. 22, check.
On second down, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Working out of the gun, Winston. Now he's flushed out left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Ready? Blue 80. 56 is the mic. Let's get the ball. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. No trade. Let him go.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Howard Wilson.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 9 now. To Barkley on the check down. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Let's go, defense.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jones now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Giants 28, Buccaneers 17.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston now. Flush to his right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
15. And the Giants first down.
Ready. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. That's a slip, that's a slip. Hey, high 7. 45 to Mike. Now.
Jones now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, team 6. 45.
Here's Jones to throw again. Caught by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
36.
Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, Slayton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
2nd and 1. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
He's checking.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Giants.
Down. 18 Gator.
56. Focus, defense, focus.
Deep river.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Switch.
Protein spill. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, set. 15, line, 59.
Switch. Check 13.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Haywood. 2.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Who draw Porker?
25. Check 25.
Now.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the pass.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He get
Greystone, travel.
Shift.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Easy. Crunch. Watch the edge. White. Let him go.
Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And Watson has it right side. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Ready. Black. White. 59. Watch the backer.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
5 on the 50. Let him go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Sponge.
They'll go to Barkley again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is Barkley. And an alley to run. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go.
And they will take a knee here.
Jones on the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.